Hello, this is a serious topic. It's about depression. I wrote something and it's called Your Diet, and it is about depression and how horrible it is, how it feels, and sorry, I'm trying to fix this so that maybe it doesn't look like, yeah. Okay. It's ugly, it's terrifying, it's confusing. It's feeling like even though you have all these people around you, you're alone. It feels like you're suffocating on your thoughts. It feels like you're drowning in the silence. It feels like, despite what everyone tells you, you'll never be enough. It's sitting there wondering what you did to deserve it. It's sitting there wondering when you'll give up and accept sweet, blissful nothingness. It's sitting there wondering how anyone could want you like that, and wondering how you can tell anybody without causing them to leave. It's not pretty. It is so ugly. It is sitting there not being able to breathe. It's laying in the dark crying yourself to sleep. It's so hard. How could anyone love you? You want to be happy, but for some reason, you can't let yourself be happy. It feels empty, but you're filled with millions of horrible emotions. It hits at the worst times. You could be on a date all dressed up, and suddenly your little doubts tell you should have dressed differently, that you look desperate, that he won't further this relationship. You could be having fun, and then all of a sudden you want to just die. Nobody seems to know how debilitating it is. Nobody seems to realize that the happiest person out there is actually falling to pieces. And then when you need help, it's like nobody is there. But you're that person that is like, I'll be there, 'cause I know how it feels to feel alone. I know how it feels to want to die. I know how it feels to hurt. I know how it feels to be alone, crying your heart out in the middle of the night. I know what it's like to watch your tears flow down the shower drain. I know how it feels to silently cry. I know what it is like to use your pillow as the tissue. I know how it feels to put on the mask and smile because social standards dictate that you have to be happy 24/7. I know how it feels to not feel wanted, how it feels to feel like a burden, and I also know how it feels to think maybe you're just asking for attention. And that's why people with depression don't really talk about it. Drama queen, you're so dramatic. And that's why no one understands it. 'Cause we're scared to be a burden. We're scared to be annoying. Stop bothering me. You don't want to ask for attention, but you feel so unbearably alone. You're scared to tell anybody how you really feel, but it ultimately destroys relationships and it hurts the ones you love. Depression is ugly. Depression is lonely. It tries to ruin everything. Depression is misunderstood. Depression kills. And it really, really hurts. Depression hurts those you love. It tries to push everything away, and it tries to take all the good. Depression is a never-ending battle. Depression is the real trial of love. It's all those suicide notes. You write them and throw them away. You're too tired, so you go to bed. Maybe tomorrow will be better. It drains you. All the emotions are exhausting, and trying to understand why you feel this way only pisses you off. For some reason, the thought of death is just so appetizing. But you're too tired. So you just bask in the idea of death, the familiar aroma of that peaceful end that just teases you. You remind yourself that you're on that diet called "Don't try to kill yourself." And you have to hope that the day never comes that you're too late to remind yourself, even though it is such a mouth-watering dessert. Nobody talks about this ugly truth. Maybe it's because it really is truly repulsive. Depression is disgusting. The dessert offered is a 5-layered chocolate cake. Peace, nothingness, quiet, bliss, and you're no longer a burden. And the cherry on top? is suicide. Remind yourself of your diet. Thank you guys. That is that is straight from the heart. And I hope that it kind of speaks to someone out there, you know? Like, that is how I feel. That's how I feel. You know, the best I can put into words is that. And there's so much more to it than that, but it's so much more that I can't even explain it. So, thank you all, and keep fighting, guys, because I understand how hard it is. So, alright, y'all, have a great night.